Everybody, this is me, Vinu Venkatesh, on behalf of Sai Education for Competitive Examinations. We're going to start a new topic today, simple and compound interest. I hope you've been following our lectures on the previous topics. Please do keep checking them online on our YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's get started on the new topic. Right, so simple and compound interest. What is simple interest? Okay, let us check out what they mean by simple interest. So simple interest has a formula, PNR divided by 100. What is P? P is the principal or the amount that we invest, multiplied by N. N is the number of years or the time period for which we have invested. It should always be in years. If they have given months or days, convert that into years. R is the rate of interest. So we are calculating the simple interest or the interest earned on this principal or the amount invested per annum at this rate of interest for these number of years. This is the amount of simple interest. Okay, you'll have to memorize it, this formula. All right, and the amount, say for example at the end of 1 year, the initial amount invested, which is P, plus the simple interest, that is calculated this way, equals to the amount, the total investment that you will get at the end of the year. For example, if this is 100 and the simple interest is say 9, then at the end of the year you will get your initial amount of investment plus the simple interest of 9, which is 109. This is called A, or the amount. So let us start the questions. Let us start with number 2 because it's relatively simple. Find the simple interest, there's a typo here, on rupees 2000 at the rate of 5% per annum for 2.5 years. So 2000 is the principal or the amount invested, that is P. N is equal to 2.5 years, R is equal to 5%. Simply multiply and divide by 100, you will get 250. So the answer here is C. Okay. Number 1, find the simple interest on 500 rupees, rupees 500 for 3 years. So P N, if the rate of interest for each year, there's a mistake here, each year is 4%, 6% and 7% respectively. In this case, so they have given a way of doing it. It is okay, but I prefer if we do it in a different way so that you can understand better. So P as given is 500 rupees, N is 3 years. Let R1, you can't see 1 here, it is R1, be equal to 4%, sorry it's a bit messy. R2 be equal to 6%, which is the rate of interest in the second year. This is rate of interest in the first year, 4%. Rate of interest in the second year, 6%. And R3 is the rate of interest in the third year, which is 7%. So simple interest in the first year, SI1 is equal to 500 into 1 year into 4 by 100, which is rupees 20. Simple interest in the second year, SI2 is 500, again into 1 year, because this is only for the second year, not all 3 years, into 6 by 100, 6%, which is rupees 30. Similarly, simple interest for the third year is 500 into 1 into 7 by 100, which is rupees 35. Therefore, total simple interest for 3 years is the sum total of all this, 20 plus 30 plus 35, which is 85. If they had only given one rate of interest, we could have simply calculated it using one formula. Suppose the rate of interest was 4% for all 3 years, we would have done total simple interest would have been 500 into 3 into 4 by 100. Why? Because the rate of interest is 4 for all 3 years. Is this clear? I hope it is. Alright. Now moving to number 3. Find the simple interest on rupees 68,000 at 16 and 2 by 3% per annum for 9 months. So principal we are given the rate of interest, and we are given N as 9 months. We have to convert it into years, because N should always be mentioned in years. How do we do it? 1 year is 12 months. Therefore, 9 months is how many years? 9 divided by 12, which is 3 by 4 years. So this is what they have done. 68,000 into 50 by 3, that is 16 into 3 is 48, plus 2 is 50 by 3 into 3 by 4, which is N, into 1 by 100, which is 8,500. Okay. So number 4 now. This is similar. I'll just show you how to convert the days to years. Find the simple interest on rupees 3,000. This is a principal. How do we know it's the principal? Because they say find the simple interest on the principal. We always find simple interest on the principal or the initial amount invested at 6 and 1/4% per annum for the period from 6th February 2005 to 18th April 2005. Now here we are given only dates. We have to convert it into years. How do we do that? 1 year is 365 days. So we are saying in February, how many days are we including? There are 28 days in February. So it is from 6th Feb, right? So you will take 28 minus 6 plus 1. Why 1? Because we are including 6th February. 28 minus 6 will give us 22 days. That is starting from 7th February till the 28th of February. But we have to include the 6th day also. So that's where we're doing plus 1. In March, we have 31 days. So plus 31 plus 18 days in April, because the period is till 18th April 2005. Total is 72 days, which is equal to 72 divided by 365 days. 1 year is 365 days, therefore 72 days will be how many years? 72 divided by 365. Then what do we do? Then as usual, we take the principal 3000 into the rate of interest, which is 6 and 1/4%, can be written as 25 by 4 into 1/100 into 72 by 365. Once you simplify, you will get an answer of 37 rupees. But in your notes, they have got 73 days. I'm not sure why they have taken 24 days in February. It should be 23 as we calculated. So you can do it as I have done, and they've got a different answer, 37.5. Maybe it is a mistake, but anyway, the method of doing is the same. Okay, moving on to number 5. Rupees 600 amount became rupees 735 in 5 years at a certain rate of simple interest. If the rate of interest increased 2%, what will be the amount then? Okay. So P is equal to rupees 600, N is equal to 5 years. Rate of interest we don't know, and the amount, that is the end of the total amount at the end of the period, is rupees 735. So rupees 735 is equal to 600 600 into 5 into R by 100 plus 600. Okay. Therefore, subtracting 600 from 735 is 135 equals 600 into 5 into R by 100. When you solve for R, sorry this is messy, you will get 4.5%. Now they are saying that if the interest rate was 2% higher, it would be 4.5% to plus 2%, which is 6.5%. Find the new amount. Therefore, the new amount A1 will be original amount invested, 600, plus the simple interest at the new rate, which is 600 into 6.5 into 5. When you solve this, you will get 795, which is the correct answer. Okay. Now, number 6. At what rate of interest per annum, simple interest, will a sum of money double in 16 years? Again, we have to find a rate of interest. Let principal be equal to X. N is given as 16 years. Rate, we don't know. They're saying amount is equal to 2x, right? Therefore, again, we will write the formula. Amount is equal to simple interest plus principal. So, simple interest is principal into N into R by 100 plus principal will give us 2x. Once you simplify it, you will get R as 6 and 1/4%, which is the right answer. Number 7. A sum was put at SI, simple interest, at a certain rate for 2 years. Had it been put at 3% higher rate, it would have get rupees 300. Find the sum. Okay, so N is equal to 2 years. R1 we don't know. R2 they say is 3. And simple interest in the second case, that is when R2 is 3%, is 300. So let principal be equal to X. Therefore, SI in the first case is equal to X into 2 years into R1 by 100, which is 2X R1 by 100. Okay. In the second case, they are saying if the interest rate was higher at 3%, then the simple interest would be 300. So let us write it down. So it is 2 years into X amount invested into 3 by 100, which is, they are saying, is equal to 300. When you solve for X, you will get 5,000, which is the total amount invested, which is the correct answer. Okay. Now number 8, two equals amounts of money are deposited in two banks. Two equal amounts of money are deposited in two banks, each at 15% per annum for 3.5 years and 5 years respectively. If the difference between the interests is 144, find the sum. Alright. So R is equal to 15% in both cases. So two amounts of money are invested in two separate banks, each carrying the same rate of interest. But one bank it is put for 3.5 years, the other bank it is put for 5 years. Let amount invested be equal to X. Therefore, in the first bank or case 1, which is put for 3.5 years, simple interest in each year will be equal to X into 1, I have not written 1, into 15 by 100, which is 15x by 100. Therefore, for 3.5 years, it would be 15x by 100 into 3.5, which is 52.5 x by 100. In case 2, that is the second bank where it is invested for 5 years, similarly, the simple interest for the full 5 years, not each year, would be x into 15% into 5 years, which will be 75x by 100. Question says that the difference between the two simple interests is 144. So 75x by 100 minus 52.5x by 100 is 144. Solve for x, it is 640, which is the amount invested, which is correct. Okay. Okay, number 9. The simple interest on a sum of money of 1 by 9 of the principal amount and the number of years is equal to the rate of interest. Find the number of years. It would be square root of 100 x. So let principal be equal to 1. Therefore, it would be square root of 100 into 1 by 9, because it says 1 by 9th of the principal amount. So 1 by 9 into 1 is 1 by 9. When you find the square root, you will get n is equal to 10 by 3 or 3 and 1 by 3 years. See, some things you'll just have to follow the principle and do it. You have to practice. You'll get it the more you practice. Okay, number 10. At what rate of interest per annum, PA means per annum, that is every year, will the simple interest on a sum of money be 2/5 of the amount in 10 years? Okay. Let amount invested be equal to X, which is a principal. So what is the question saying? At what rate of interest will the simple interest be 2/5 of the amount invested? That is 2/5 of X is equal to X into 10 years into R by 100. We don't know R. Okay. When you solve this equation, X and X get cancelled, and R, when you solve for R, you'll get it as 4%. Is this correct? Yes, it is correct. So please keep practicing. We will continue the lecture in the next class, and all the best, and please do put your comments and questions in the comments.